To start out, R. Kelly really didn't have a whole lot going for him that was really necessarily good, other than his music. And I mean, maybe his life was good. We don't know. All we know is that during the docu-series Surviving R. Kelly, a lot of the girls came out and said that yes, R. Kelly had sexually abused them. And, that's really not a good thing. It's not going to look good on any record label. Since R. Kelly was sexually abused when he was 8 to age 14, he started to sexually abuse teenage girls who all had similar things in common with them. And those were, they all liked Kelly's music. They all thought that if Kelly liked them, maybe that would make other guys like him. And the majority of them wanted to become professional singers. None of those girls agreed to allow R. Kelly to videotape them. Take Sharonda Pace, for example. An article titled R. Kelly's Alleged Sexual Misconduct Complete Timeline. She initially lied about her age to Kelly, but eventually told him the truth. And he continued the relationship even after learning that she was a minor. She told BuzzFeed that she ended the relationship with Kelly right after he physically abused her after catching her texting with a friend. Yeah, we used to, laugh and make jokes about it, but we should have put our foot down when we finally noticed that Kelly was actually bragging about it. We as a society should have said, okay, hold up, something isn't right here. All the signs of R. Kelly being a sexual predator were there at all times. We should have investigated a whole lot more since this was affecting the lives of other young girls. We should have all gotten nervous and scared over who all was being affected by this sexual predator, who's called R. Kelly. Who knows how many other girls could have gotten sexually abused or, in this case, raped since nobody gave their consent to R. Kelly. Who knows how many other families could be looking for their daughters and not knowing where they are. When the documentary aired on January 3rd of 2019, John Legend posted on Twitter later that evening, everyone telling me how courageous I am for appearing in the doc. It didn't feel risky at all. I believe these women and I don't give an F about protecting a serial child rapist. Easy decision. It took a lot for the girls to come out and just to say what R. Kelly had done to them. That's a hell of a lot of pressure. You don't want to get any hate back in saying that you're faking it. According to an article titled R. Kelly, The History of Allegations Against Him, Kelly later baited his critics by releasing a song called I Admit, in which he confessed to being sexually unfaithful and documented his own experience of abuse, but denied accusations of pedophilia and operating a sex cult, thus of which he did. And he did it to numerous women. And they weren't even allowed to have their cell phones. They couldn't contact their family. They didn't know what had all happened because when they lived there and only there. People, we need to not let this country ever have another R. Kelly or a Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson got pretty close too. But we don't need either of them, okay? We just need to put our foot on the brake and stop all this craziness that's happening over in pop stars' heads thinking they the shit. Are you with me to end all this R. Kelly madness? And all potential future R. Kellys? It is a good thing that these girls got their stories out because that is hard. And thank you and good night.